Hello. Welcome to Thursday of week 5. Hope everybody is doing good today. Excited to be here. I hope everybody is doing well. It's kind of a dreary day outside, but if you're in St. Louis, but that's okay. It's warm in our hearts, right? All right. Sophia's manning the keyboard, so if you have any questions, you can type them into YouTube chat. Sophia will be happy to take care of those for you. Please send me your pictures of you doing Tai Chi. I have a gallery happening on my website. Right at the bottom of my website, I have a gallery. Go check out your fellow Tai Chi students and some of the pictures that they have sent in. But please send me your pictures of you doing Tai Chi. Love to have them. Your classmates would love to see you, and I would love to see you. It's a great way for us to stay in touch. Okay. I've had a couple of questions. World Tai Chi Day was supposed to be this Saturday. However, with the present situation happening, it's been pushed to May 30th officially. We don't know what's going to happen here in St. Louis, so I'm trying to make some tentative plans for May 30th. I'm going to put all this up in a blog, but just wanted to let the people watching know now. We're looking more towards May 30th right now, but we're not sure what parks are going to be open and everything then, so we'll see. Okay. Did I cover everything, Sophie? I think I did. Yeah, we'll get to that later. Thank you. Okay, so we have been spending last week and this week going through Dr. Lam's Principles of Tai Chi. Last week we went through the principle of going slow, moving through resistance, keeping good posture, and focusing on weight shifting. And then this week on Monday we looked at songing, relaxing the joints, and then Principle 6 we did on Tuesday, which is the quieting of the mind. Yesterday we put a lot of those together in the 2 lessons that we did. Morning and afternoon, we kind of put some of those things together. Today I want to extend on the principles just a little more, but want to go in a little different direction. Other people have put out Principles of Tai Chi also. So this is a book by an author, well-known author, Yang. And he has come up with, there's 2 things I want to focus on in here. I'm not going to read you the whole book. So that's 2 things he's focused on here. He has the stages of development in form practice, which is, I really like the way that he laid this out because this works really well. And you've heard me say this also. So he has the 5 stages of how you develop into a good Tai Chi practitioner, how you develop your form. First is you work on the choreography. So you work on learning the moves, physically learning the moves. Second is the mind and intention. So you work on what the intention of the moves is. So you're not just doing the moves, but you know why you're doing the moves. Third, he has from loose and sink to soft and smooth. So a lot of times when you're first doing the form, you kind of sinking a little bit and the body's kind of loose. You want to move from that to what he calls soft and smooth. So as you're making the movements, your movements are soft and smooth. You're not using force, but you're using that mind and that intention to move your body. Number 4, yin and yang energy. Feeling yin and yang as you move through this. So we'll get to that in a little bit. And one of the other things. And 5 is adding silk reeling to everything. Okay, we're going to go into that at a later time. So choreography, learn the moves, learn the intent of the moves, learn to do the moves soft and smooth. When you let the mind lead, it becomes soft and smooth. Learn that yin and yang, and then silk reeling. Okay, so he also has his 12 principles of Tai Chi practice. So his 12 principles are: heart and spirit are empty. You're tranquil from the beginning to the end. You use central equilibrium. Easy for me to say. Central equilibrium. You use the mind to move the chi. The heart is the commander. Start with sinking and dropping. Search for soft and smooth. That's number 5. Inside, outside, and upper, lower should all work together. Okay? Upper body, lower body, they're not separate from one another. They work together. External force, internal force work together. The transition of yin and yang will help you find hard and soft. We talked about this as I was going through the principles, and I talked about a lot of times when you're using that, feel like you're moving through resistance, it helps to start, you start feeling that yin and yang energy. Silk reeling force should be present throughout the whole body. Search for an open and close by folding the chest and the stomach. So that open and close, you actually use your sternum as a hinge, all right? Concentrate on the dantian for your skill. Keep your heart calm, mind quiet, and practice slowly, finding stillness in movement. You will be successful if you know how to practice and nurture yourself at the same time. So you're not straining yourself, but you're nurturing yourself while you practice. Okay? So there's a few more principles to think about, right? That book was from Yang Yang. So let's go through, let's do a few of these things, put some of these principles together. Start feeling yin and yang energy is a good way to go. Start to thinking about the intent of the moves as a good way to go. Okay? All right. Pardon me? Oh, thank you. I'm doing this to give you a couple different ways to look at it. Dr. Lam is certainly a Tai Chi master, but there are other people that have written things about the principles of Tai Chi. Whole books have been written about this, and so I want to make sure I'm expanding your awareness of what's happening around you with Tai Chi. All right? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Take our right hand, make it into a fist, standing for power. Left hand, fingers together, friendship. Tucking the thumb, remaining humble, and the fist goes into the palm, and we say welcome or ni hao. Excuse me. All right, let me get a drink of water real fast here. Tell you what, I'm going to reverse that so I don't end up knocking it over. Okay, because that wouldn't be my intention, is to knock it over. We're going to stand in the Wuji position, knees bent, tailbone is dropped, head is lifted by a silk thread. We're going to do long, slow, deep breathing to get us started, all right? Let's begin. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Push the hands in front of us next. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. All the moves are very slow, very smooth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Arms over the head next. Be kind to your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Big deep belly breath in. Breathe out, push up. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Arms to the side next. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Big deep belly breath in. Breathe out, push out. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Arms in the diagonals. Keep that good body posture. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hands back up in front of the heart. Exhale, relax the hands down. Flap the arms like bird wings. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And lastly, gathering chi. Big, deep belly breath in. Long, slow, deep breath out. Inhale, fill those lungs up with air. Exhale, relax the hands down. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. All right. Now, when you're doing those at home on your own, you can slow down. You can go even slower. All right. Slower is better. But we have a lot to cover in an hour. So but I want to make sure we use that breathing to make a transition from the crazy world, definitely crazy world out here, to tranquility within inside of us. Okay. And so I use that breathing to make that transition. All right. Let's move on. Let's do our warm-up exercises. Now, if you're still learning the physical moves for these exercises, you can go back, check one of my earlier videos, especially week 1. I went through in a lot of detail on these movements, and then in subsequent weeks, I hit some of the high points of them. I'm assuming you know those moves pretty well today, and if you don't, you can check back on those old videos and learn the movements. Remember, the first thing we learn is the choreography. Then we learn the intent, okay? And I have talked a little bit, but maybe that's something I should go through a little more, is sometimes the intent of the martial arts moves. Maybe I'll do that in a subsequent video. I want us to treat the warm-ups today like a Tai Chi form, and I've talked about this in previous videos last week and this week. We can think of the warm-up exercises as a form within itself, okay? It would be technically more of a QiGong form than a Tai Chi form, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. That's a good thing. So let's view this warm-up as a form, and we're just going to flow through the form this morning, okay? Does that sound good for everybody? Yay. All right. I heard a yay. Did you hear a yay, Sophia? Sophia heard the yay too, so it wasn't just me. All right. So we're both crazy. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's do our warm-ups. Nice gentle flow through the warm-up exercises, all right? Wuji position, knees bent, tailbone dropped, head lifted by the silk thread. We begin with the chin tuck. Inhaling the hands up in front of us. Exhaling, tucking in the chin. Floating the head up as you tuck in the chin. Rotate the palms out, the chin gently floats up, and then sink the chin to the chest. Hands up in front of us. Thank you, Annette. Tucking in the chin, feel that stretch. Rotate the palms out, chin gently floats up, and sink the chin to the chest. Beautiful. One more time. We bring the hands up in front of us. Hands to the chest, tucking in the chin. Nice gentle stretch. Rotate the palms out. The chin gently floats up and sink the chin to the chest. I think Annette has been on every video this week, hasn't she? Oh, thank you. Who was that? Okay. I can't. My brain. Thank you, Jill. Thank you for that compliment. I appreciate that so much. Yes, check back, but still check in live. That's awesome. You can do a little bit of both. That's awesome. Thank you. Looking side to side. Inhale, two prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Exhale, right hand, right shoulder. Looking right, pushing down left. Inhale, come back to center. And prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top. Left hand, left shoulder. Looking left, pushing down right. Inhale, come back to center. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Right hand over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down left. Inhale, come back to center. Prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top. Exhale, left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down right. Inhale, come back to center. Prayer hands, one more time. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Right hand over the right shoulder, looking right, pushing down left. Inhale, come back to center. Prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, right hand on top. Exhale, left hand, left shoulder, looking left, pushing down right. And then inhale, come back to center, prayer hands. Exhale, relax the hands down. Forward shoulder circles, bring the shoulders up as you inhale. Forward, down, exhale. Don't force your shoulder, nice and gentle. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Let's reverse that now. Inhale, back down, exhale. Forward, up, inhale, back, down, exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Gathering chi, reaching for infinity. Inhale, gently reaching out, reaching up, and exhale, relax the hands down. Again, gently reaching out, reaching up. Feel that nice, beautiful stretch. And exhale, relax the hands down. Beautiful. One more time. Gently reaching out, reaching up. And exhale, relax the hands down. Awesome. Touching heaven and earth. Inhale, two prayer hands. Exhale, left hand up, right hand down. Float the head gently to the ceiling. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, right hand up, left hand down. Exhale. Inhale to center, then exhale. Inhale to center, and then exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, back to center. Two prayer hands. Exhale, relax the hands down. Very nice. Carrying the ball side to side. Inhale, two prayer hands. Tai Chi ball, left hand is on top. Exhale to the left. Inhale the ball over, right hand's on top. Exhale gently to the right. Inhale the ball over. Exhale left. Inhale the ball over. Exhale right. We're not moving the hips, just turning the upper body. Inhale the ball over. Exhale. Inhale. and exhale. Inhale the ball over, come back to center. Exhale, relax the hands down. Beautiful. All right, that's the upper body exercises. Now we're going to move to the lower body exercises. A word about safety. I want to make sure that you are staying safe. So if you're working on balance, I would like to see a chair next to you turn sideways so the back of the chair is facing towards you. Let me grab a chair. As a quick example, I just want to make sure everybody is safe. So I'm taking the chair and turning it sideways next to me so I can hold on to it kind of like a rail. If I'm having a bad balance day or I need some more stability, I have another chair to the other side, okay? I want to make sure that you are staying safe. And I can't see you right now, so it's up to you to make sure you're staying safe, okay? All right, keep that good straight body posture. Inhale to prayer hands. Exhale, push to the right. Bend in the right knee. Tap, extend the left leg. Come back through center. Exhale, push left. Bend in the left knee. Tap, extend the right leg. Come back through center. To the right. Come back through center and to the left. One more time each side. Keep that good straight body posture. I see somebody leaning there in the back. Make sure you're keeping that body posture straight. Relax the hands down. Beautiful. Forward and backward hip exercise. The leg that's on the ground, keep a bend in that knee. All right, keep the upper body straight. Weight shifts to the right. Empty left heel, hands behind us or holding onto the chair, and then empty left toe. Hands in front of us or holding onto the chair. Empty on the heel. Empty on the toe. One more time, empty heel and empty toe. Come back to center. Beautiful. Other side. Weight shifts left. Empty right heel, hands behind us. Empty right toe, hands in front of us. Empty on the heel. Empty on the toe. One more time, empty heel and empty toe. And back to center. Beautiful. Heel kick is next. Stay safe. Use your chair, all right? Hands loosely clenched to the belt line. We weight shift to the right. Pick up that left leg, heel kick. Left, punching out the right fist. Pick up the left leg, float the foot to the ground. Weight shifts left, pick up the right leg, heel kick right, punch out the left fist. Pick up the right leg and float the foot to the ground. Weight shifts right, pick up the left leg, heel kick left, punch out right fist. Pick up the left leg, come back to center. Weight shifts left, pick up the right leg. Heel kick right, punch out left. Pick up the right leg, come back to center. Beautiful. One more time. Heel kick left. And heel kick right. Excellent. Bow stance, stepping out empty. If you're having trouble with this movement, go back, check out some of the earlier videos, and work on perfecting this movement. This gets into the heart and soul of Tai Chi. Weight shifts right, step out empty left. And bow stance. Weight shifts back, come back to center. Weight shifts left, step out empty right, thank you. And bow stance. Weight shifts back, come back to center. Step out empty left and bow stance. Step out empty right and bow stance. One more time each side because we're having so much fun. Beautiful. Ankle exercises. Weights on the right, left foot. Heel and toe. Heel and toe. Heel, toe. One more time. Heel and toe. Weight shifts left. Now right foot, same. Heel and toe. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, and toe. Weight shifts back to the right, left foot, touch, little toe, then big toe. Outside, inside, little toe, big toe. Weight shifts left, right foot, little toe, and big toe. Outside, inside, little toe, and big toe. And back to center. All right, shake those legs loose. All right, everybody doing good? Yep, I heard a cheer. Did you hear the cheer, Sophia? Sophia's hearing things as much as I am. That's awesome. Interesting little factoid. So, Dr. Lam on his Tai Chi for Health Institute website, he has the principles of Tai Chi. So you can go and you can look at his description of those 6 principles of Tai Chi. Dr. Lam takes photos everywhere he goes. And ironically, on the page of principles, as I'm doing it, I noticed this week on the page of the principles of Tai Chi, in one of the group photographs, you will see a picture of yours truly, along with several other people from St. Louis. I believe was that the one from St. Louis, or was that other master trainer? Anyway, there's a picture of yours truly along with Dr. Lam and several other people doing Tai Chi when you open up that principles page. And so I know just seeing the picture of me will make you want to go to the page, I'm sure of it. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of ironic. Okay, let's move along. Let's do a leg strengthening exercise because I know how much you guys love this exercise. So weight shifts to the left, right foot, we bring it into the cat stance. And Sophia on cue. Tap, right toe out in front of us. My left, your right. Come back into the cat stance. Tap, right toe out to the side, empty. And cat stance. Tap, right toe behind us. Actually, I gave you a chance on that one. Come back into the cat stance. And Wuji position. That's Sophia supplying the meows for you today. Weight shifts to the right, left foot, cat stance. Tap, left toe out in front. Back into the cat stance. Tap, left toe out to the side. Cat stance once again. And tap, left toe behind us. Notice I'm keeping space between my feet. And cat stance. And step into Wuji. Awesome. Shake those legs loose. Notice how that got your heart rate up a little bit, got the blood flowing a little bit. Isn't that exciting? Exciting, that's the word. All right, round 2. Weight shifts left, right cat stance. Meow. Tap, right toe out in front. Notice spacing between my feet. Set the right foot down. That should be about where you step when you do the bow stance. Weight shifts all the way to the right, and then tap or float the left toe behind us. Set the left foot down. Weight shifts left and cat stance. Tap, right toe to the side. Set the right foot down. Keep your weight left. Now weight shifts to the right. tap or float left toe. Set the left foot down, don't put weight on it yet. Now shift weight left and a right cat stance once again. Tap right toe behind us. Again, notice the spacing between the feet. Set the right foot down, weight shift back onto the right, keep that back straight. Tap or float the left toe in front of us. Set the left foot down, weight shifts left, right cat, and Wuji position. Beautiful. Other side. Weight shifts to the right, left foot, cat stance. Tap, left toe out in front. Set the left foot down. Weight shifts to the left. All the weight's left. Tap or float the right toe behind us. Set the right foot down. Weight shifts right and left cat. Tap, left toe out to the side. Set the left foot down. Weight shifts to the left. Tap or float the right toe. Set the right foot down. Weight shifts right. And left cat stance. And now tap the left toe behind us, empty. Set the left foot down. Weight shift back onto the left, keeping the back straight. Tap or float the right toe in front of us. Set the right foot down. Weight shifts onto the right. And left cat stance. And step out into Wuji. Awesome. Shake those legs loose. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How are we doing, Sophia? Any questions? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Again, remember, make sure you're sending me pictures of yourself doing Tai Chi. I want to fill that gallery up with pictures. A great way to connect to our fellow students, all right? So send that picture of you doing Tai Chi. Maybe you'll choose the Golden Rooster, maybe single whip, Sun style, maybe single whip, Yang style. Maybe you'll do an offering. Some people have chosen the rainbows, dancing with rainbows move. Whatever move makes sense. Maybe you'll do a traditional Chinese bow, whatever works for you. Okay? Let's take a look at one of the moves of Tai Chi for arthritis, what some people consider the most exciting, because we don't have easy and hard moves. We have things that are easier to do and things that are more exciting. And so cloud hands can be one of the more exciting moves. But let's apply some of the principles to doing cloud hands, okay? So just as a for instance, all right? So this is the Sun style of waving hands like clouds, okay? So what's our first principle? Our first principle is to go slow. And this helps us in a lot of different ways when we are doing cloud hands, because it allows us to check and see where things are. So let's practice going slow. So from prayer hands, I'm going to weight shift. I'm not going to try and mirror you, but I want to face you, so I won't be mirroring at this point. So I weight shift to the right, bring the left foot in, and the left hand is on top. So I step out. We go nice and slow. This allows me to check as I'm moving over. Is my elbow dropping as I'm pulling over? Is my body posture nice and straight? I step in and I shift hands, and we go really slow, and it really allows us to analyze what we're doing and where my hands are. It allows you to check out your hand position. Is that lower hand down and rounded? Or am I not carrying it up here, but down here? Do I have plenty of space between my upper hand and the chest and the lower hand and the body? Am I keeping my body posture nice and straight? Do I feel the weight shifting from one side to the other? We'll get to that in another principle here in just a minute. So going slow and doing cloud hands allows us to do a really good analysis, a self-analysis as to how we are doing. All right? So there's principle number 1. Principle number 2, feel like we're moving through resistance. So I'm not just sweeping the hand, but I feel like there's a force kind of gently pushing on my arm, and I'm turning my body against that force, okay? It's an invisible force, so it's not that there's like no resistance as I move this direction, but there's a gentle resistance, and I feel it as I turn. That's that intent that they're talking about. That's one of the ways to use that intent. You feel this resistance around you like a heavy pool of water, and you feel that intent and as you move through the resistance, okay? So weights on the right, left hand is up, left hand is in, I step out, and now I'm feeling that gentle resistance as I move to the left. I step in. As I shift hands, I feel the resistance of one hand moving up and the other hand moving down, and then I feel the resistance as I move to the right. I step out with the left foot. I feel the resistance as I step out. I feel yin and yang resistance, up, down resistance, and then I feel that resistance as I'm turning to the left and weight shifting to the left. I continue to feel the resistance in all directions. Feel how your body gets a beautiful workout as you do this. Feeling that resistance as I move, doing cloud hands. Beautiful. Let's just come on back to center. Awesome. Third principle, keeping the body straight. This is important as we weight shift. So I step out, my upper body stays straight as I weight shift. I'm not doing this. So I'm not leaning, stepping, and doing this. But I keep that upper body straight as I'm weight shifting. All right? So weights on the right, left foot in, left hand up. I step out. As I weight shift, I keep my body nice and straight. Head and shoulders always remaining over the hips. Concentrate on that posture. Remember, think of that cane. Keeping the body nice and straight. Kind of hard to do cloud hands with a cane. But notice my body posture is lining up with the cane. All right? That's principle number 3. Principle number 4 is the weight shifting. So be very conscientious of your weight. So think about the weight shifting. I step out empty. It stays empty as I shift my hands, and then the weight shifts onto that left foot. I step in empty right, the weight stays on my left, and now the weight shifts to the right. And remember, as the weight shifts, it's that sand flowing from one side to the other, all right? It's that sand flowing through the hourglass. So as we're doing this, think of an hourglass starting here, stepping out empty, and then the hourglass turns and the sand shifts to the left foot. I step in empty, and that hourglass turns back, and the weight shifts back to the right foot. The hourglass turns, and I move to the left, all right? So think about the weight shifting while we're doing the hands, okay? Prayer hand position, weights right, left foot in, left hand is up. I step out left. Feel the weight shifting. Feel the sand flowing from one foot to the other. Feel the sand flowing back to the right foot. Feel the sand flow from right to left. Feel the sand flow from left to right. The sand stays on the right, and now it flows left. The stand stays on the left, and now it flows to the right. And we come back to center. Beautiful. Principle number 4. Principle number 5, songing the joints. A really good way to song the joints, pardon me, when you're doing cloud hands is to open up, and I'm turning sideways to give you a good view of this from the side. So I talked about from this angle, you don't want to have the arm up here. You want to have the arm down. Notice that forms kind of a nice roundness in the arm. Here, you think of a right angle, right? Here, you feel and see roundness. As you're coming out across, again, seeing the roundness of the arm, whether in this direction or this direction, you're seeing the roundness of the arm. And as I bring the arm over, the elbow is not staying up, again, right angle, but I'm bringing it down, and you see a roundness in the arm, okay? Looking at it from the side, this lower hand is kind of out in front of me. It's not sitting right against my belly. It's sitting out in front of me. And the upper hand is, as one of my mentors, Jim Starshak, calls it, turkey hand. If you put your hand out, bring your hand like that, the thumb at your sternum, that upper hand should be right out here. So my hands are out in front of me here. Again, notice roundness, not a tightness where I'm squeezing in, but the hands are out in front, all right? And so as you do this, you're imagining that the shoulder is lengthening, the elbow is lengthening, the wrist is lengthening, and the fingers are lengthening. So this whole hand is opening and expanding, okay? This is really good for my Parkinson's friends. It's opening up the whole body, all right? And this hand down here, again, I can start, I'm going to come in close here. The arm is in here. I can open up the arm so I leave space underneath my armpit. And I open and expand the shoulder. I open the elbow. I expand the wrist, and I expand the fingers. Notice how that position is different than this position, where the arm, see it's tight, it's close to my body. It's more of a right angle here. Fingers are kind of compressed. Open the shoulder, open the elbow, open the wrist, open the fingers. All right? So that's songing the joint. So let's try that as we go through here. Should I demonstrate that with the other arm, do you think, Sophia? Yeah, I think I probably should. So that upper arm is out in front of us. So here it's in tight. Now, again, I open the shoulder. You can't see that quite as well there. But you can see the shoulder opens a little bit, the elbow opens, lengthen the wrist, lengthen the fingers. Notice how that hand position is different than that hand position. All right, it's a subtle difference, but it's a very real difference. So cloud hands, opening and songing the joints. Think of that opening, think of that expansion of the shoulders. Expanding the elbows. Expanding the wrists. And expanding the fingers. And let's do it one more time. We're expanding the whole arm, the body, opening the chest. Feel the whole body open. Back to center. Now, that opening of the joints, we could expand on that even more. Opening up the head. I touched on it briefly where I'm opening the chest. So I'm not in like this, but I've expanded the chest. I've expanded the back. I've expanded my spine. I can expand and open the hips. So you could do cloud hands across a football field and think about all the different things that you can open and expand. All right. So play with that on your own later on today. Principle number 6, calming of the mind. So if you have the body motions down, if you have the going slow, if you're feeling the resistance, keeping the good posture, understanding weight shifting and songing the joints, if you can combine all those, that would equal that quieting of the mind, all right? If you're still working on some of those, like if the weight shifting isn't feeling quite right for you, if you're still learning the moves a little bit, you won't hit that Jing quality. You'll get close to it, and you'll feel your mind getting close to it. But just know that it's out there as a goal to work towards. But you have to get those other components in place. And once you get those other components in place, that mental quietness will come to you. All right? So let's just practice that, because you guys know these really well. Cloud hands. Feeling the body move. Within movement, there is stillness. Let's do it one more time. Open and close. Beautiful. All right. So, what I wanted you to understand here is that you can take any one of the movements from the Tai Chi for Arthritis form, and you can take each individual movement and go through all of those 6 principles with just one movement. So I could just as easily have chosen commencement or single whip. I did choose cloud hands because there's a lot of complication there. Brush knee, play the loop, parry and punch, embracing the tiger, pushing the mountain. Take any one of those movements and you can go through all 6 principles with just that one movement and then add all of those in together. So you see that Tai Chi becomes this rich tapestry. It's not just, okay, I've learned that movement, let me learn the next one. Now, good, I learned that one. I figured out how to cloud hands. So now what's the next movement? No, learn the movement well, learn it. Apply those 6 principles to the movement. That's where your Tai Chi is going to grow much, much deeper, okay? So you're not just trying to learn movements, but you're putting all those principles together in the movements, okay? And if you really want to go back through it again, we'd start back over again and start thinking about slow once again. And then moving through resistance, we go back through the 6 principles again, and you just keep cycling through those 6 principles. And each time you go through, you learn a little more, because what happens is we go through slow, so a little bit of that slow remains there as we're moving through resistance. And then as we're working on our posture, that slowness and that moving through resistance combines in with our posture. And then we work on weight shifting. And so the previous 3 things are all part of the weight shifting. And then the songing of the joints, the previous 4 things all go into the songing of the joints. And then once you have those 5 things, you can reach that Jin, that mental quietness. But they all feed and work with one another. So you can't just do one. You can't say, well, Sun Lutang said the ultimate Tai Chi is that mental quietness, so I'm just going to work on the mental quietness. No, you got to work on the other pieces. The other pieces all add together. It's an additive effect that give you that Jin, that beautiful mental quietness. I hope that makes sense to you, okay? So when you're practicing at home, you can also practice, and we did this yesterday, where you practice the whole movement going slow. And then you practice the whole movement feeling like you're moving through resistance. And then you go through the whole movement working on your posture, okay? And so as you practice at home, because I know you practice at home, as you practice at home, you want to, if you want to deepen your, I guess this is a better way to say, if you want to deepen your practice at home, work on the principles one at a time, going from one to another. Or maybe you're having trouble going slow. Maybe you're one of these people that are anxious and you like doing everything fast. Then keep working on slow until you have it. It doesn't matter if it takes a day, a week, a month, a year. Doesn't matter. Keep working on slow until you have slow. And then once you have slow, then move through resistance. and keep working on that until you have it. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this, but the point is to do it, and it will deepen your Tai Chi. Okay? That makes sense? I hope that makes sense for everybody. I heard a cheer again, didn't you? Um, so let's go through Tai Chi for Arthritis, Part 1. Sophia's going to cue me some music up here. We're going to do it with music. I've noticed when I'm doing it myself, I end up being a little slow. And hey, that's okay. If you're going to fail on one side or the other, if you're going to miss on one side or the other, excuse me, missing on the slow side is a better way to go. Reminding you, this piece of music is on my website under Document and Training Library. This piece of music is there so you can practice at home, okay? Or you can just bring up the videotape and follow along with me, okay? That's only if I do it right, though. Okay, so preparation. Before we even do commencement, we prepare ourselves, and we prepare ourselves with a couple of deep breaths. Long, slow, deep breaths. We're clearing our mind. Not worried about what happened earlier today. Excuse me. Not concerned about what could happen this afternoon. Stay in the here and now. And commencement. Beautiful. Right on. Right on. Okay. I was working at one of Dr. Lam's workshops, and I go up and I have the honor of assisting with some of his workshops. And when he does a workshop, he'll split people into small groups of 6 or 7 people, and that way he gets a chance to work with everybody individually. So you get a chance to work in a small group with Dr. Lam, with all the different master trainers, and with several of the senior trainers. And I was in one of the groups, and we were talking about songing the joints and relaxing the body. And I went through a couple of things that I did on Monday with the group. We don't have a lot of time, so you want to make sure you make good use of that quality time. And we went through and I talked about the opening of the body, and we went through the form that we were working on and songing the joints. And one of the ladies started crying. I so wanted to give her a hug. We're not supposed to give people hugs there. But she came up to me at break and said she had some traumatic things happening in her life. And she said, sorry, see, I'm getting verklempt, as they would say on Saturday Night Live. She said that when she was doing the form and relaxing the body, that was the first time in a long time that she felt all of that tension and all of that stress drain away. And she thanked me for the gift, and really it was I who should be thanking her for just being that open to it. But when you practice Tai Chi, some of the stress, there's a lot of things happening in the world. Obviously, that's why we're online. So there's a lot of stress out there, but you can help yourself with that stress. And I appreciate so many of you stepping up and doing Tai Chi and helping yourself with that stress. I hope you're feeling that calmness, and I hope you're feeling that gentleness, okay? Let's go ahead and do our cool down. We're going to take a 15-minute break, and then we are going to come back and we're going to do some more forms work, all right? Now, a lot of times this second hour is more advanced, but it doesn't have to be that way. If you want to learn, well, we have been learning Tai Chi for rehabilitation, so we're going to talk a little bit more about the principles. We're going to do Tai Chi for rehab. We're going to do the 5-element QiGong breathing. We're also going to work in Tai Chi for arthritis part 2. So we're going to do all that next hour. So 15-minute break, kick your legs up, get hydrated, shake your legs loose a little bit if you need to, relax the body, and then we will come back in 15 minutes and we'll do a little bit more work on those principles, all right? I actually have some of the principles as described by one of the Tai Chi masters that I want you to look at, okay? All right. So gather chi 2 more times. Inhale, exhale, and 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. All right, get hydrated, kick your feet up for a little bit. We'll see you back in 15 minutes. Thank you very much. Thank you to Sophia for doing such a great job behind the scenes. Thanks. Hey there. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hour 2 of Thursday. If you have any questions, Sophia's manning the keyboard as usual. Tomorrow I'll be on the APDA channel, but I will be back on Monday doing some more teaching. Might be extending the principles a little bit. So we've been working for the past 2 weeks on principles, and I'm trying to bring a lot of that together today. I wanted to share with you from this is from a Professor Chang Manching, his guiding principles, and then Chen's teacher was Yang Shengfu, the Yang Shengfu, sorry. So I wanted to share these principles, and you'll see these written in different places, different ways. So here are the 5 guiding principles that are, yes. Okay. All right. Sorry, Sophia, I thought we had a technical problem, but we are good. These are Professor Shen Manching, 5 guiding principles for the essential for Tai Chi practice. Okay? First is relax. This is the main principle. Relax and release of the entire body. Number 2, keep the body upright. In order to relax the muscles, the skeleton must be properly aligned with gravity. Number 3, separating yin and yang. Each of these principles has layers of meaning. Separating yin and yang begins with having all weight completely on one leg or the other, and by releasing into gravity the lower half of the body. Principle number 4, turn the waist. Opening and closing the hip joints, the torso turns. And then number 5 is what he calls the beautiful lady's hand. The wrist and fingers remain straight, continuing the line of the forearm. There should be slight and even space between the fingers, and the thumb is treated as one of the fingers. So, what he means by the beautiful lady's hand is the hand is an extension of the arm. It's not hanging down, or it's not at some kind of a weird angle, and there's spacing between the fingers. Okay? So that's what he means by the beautiful lady's hand. Okay? So, then he goes on to the 10, what does he call them exactly? The 10 important points for proper practice. Okay? So, number 1, keep the head upright and let the Shen spirit, S-H-E-N, Shen spirit, rise to the top of the head. So that feeling that you get when everything is in sync, hopefully you've had that feeling, but that's the Shen, that's the spirit rising to the top of the head. To sink the chest and pluck up the back. What he means by that is, and Americans are interesting, a lot of times as Americans we will stand and we will kind of push out our chest, okay, and pull our shoulder blades together. The Chinese teach us to sink the chest and to round the back. So I'm not standing like this, but I'm standing like this. The chest is depressed naturally inward so the qi can sink to the dantian. Okay? If your chest is out, the qi gets stuck up here and doesn't have a chance to sink. All right? Point number 3 is to soothe and relax the waist. The waist is the commander of the body. Remember, you've heard me say, my students have heard me say that the dantian, Tai Chi is rooted in the feet, governed by the dantian, and that's what he means, is sinking, songing the waist, relaxing the waist. The waist is the commander of the body. If you can soothe the waist, then the 2 legs will have power, and the lower part will be firm and stable. Number 4, differentiate between insubstantial and substantial. We talked about this when we're talking about weight shifting. As the weight shifts over, substantial, other side, insubstantial. All right? This is the first principle of Tai Chi. Sink the shoulders, jumped on me here. Sorry about that. Sink the shoulders and drop the elbows. So I don't have my shoulders up like this, but I sink the shoulders and keep the elbows down. I don't have the elbows and shoulders up, but I sink the shoulder and kind of drop the elbow. Okay? The shoulders will be completely relaxed and open. Use the mind instead of force. So when you're trying to move your body, don't use force to move your body, but use your mind and let your mind move the body. That's that intention that you've heard me talking about. They say use yi, not li, is the way that they talk about it. So use your mind, use that intention to move your body. Number 7 is to coordinate the upper and lower parts of the body. They don't work independently of one another. They work in coordination with one another. Number 8 is you harmonize the internal and external. In the practice of Tai Chi, the main thing is the Shen, or the spirit. Therefore, it is said the spirit is the commander of the body, is the commander, and the body is subordinate. So, subordinate, sorry. It helps if I pronounce it correctly. So everything is led by that Shen and that spirit. Number 9, move with continuity. Your movements don't stop. They're constant movement. It may be a little faster, a little slower, but there's a continuity of movement. And then number 10 is to move with tranquility. Or, you've heard me say it here, seek stillness within movement. I like the description here. External schools assume jumping about is good and they use all their energy. And that is why after a practice, everybody pants. Tai Chi uses stillness to control the movements. Although one moves, there is also stillness. Therefore, in practicing the form, slower is better. If it is slow, the inhalation and exhalation are long and deep, and the Qi sinks to the Dantian. Naturally, there is no injurious practice and the engorgement of blood vessels. The learner should be careful to comprehend, and then you will find the real meaning. Okay, so that's from Yang Chen Fu, his 10 important points. Really good way, another way of looking at the principles of Tai Chi. Okay, all right, so if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email or something like that if you'd like to. There are whole books written on those type of principles. The 5 principles that I read, that gentleman has a whole book out, considered a classic of Tai Chi, called the 13 Treatises of Tai Chi. So there are books and books written about this. You could literally talk for hours about this, but we're here to do Tai Chi. But I'm wanting to give you a glimpse of something beyond just doing the physical movements, and how to incorporate and improve your Tai Chi by using some of those principles, all right? So you may want to go back and read back through those, all right? Or listen back to those explanations, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get started. Right hand, fist, power, left hand, fingers together, friendship, tucking the thumb, remaining humble. I'm trying to move fast because I want to get to the exercise, but I want to make sure you get some of those principles in mind, okay? Hopefully you enjoyed me going through those principles. So we are going to start out QiGong, 5-element breathing. I've discussed this on previous videos, so you should all be experts at this now. So we're going to do our 5 forms. Remember, those are earth, metal, water, wood, and fire. Okay? Long, slow, deep breathing. Okay? Wuji position. We'll start out with the earth. That's inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Move to metal. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Return to earth for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. To water. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Returning to earth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now, wood. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Returning to earth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And fire. Left hand palm up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Right hand is palm up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Return to earth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. All right. That's QiGong, 5-element breathing. Okay. A lot of people will use that as meditation. Again, if you need more detailed explanations, go back into previous videos. You can find those there. I don't want to keep repeating myself every week and week as much as I do anyway. All right, so warm-up exercises. I'm assuming that everybody here knows these warm-up exercises really well. If you don't, check back earlier videos. And I consider this second hour to be a little bit more advanced. So I'm assuming, pardon me, that you know these warm-up exercises pretty well. So let's just flow through the exercises. I'm not even going to talk about inhale, exhale. I'm just going to tell you what the next move is, and we're going to do that move. We're going to flow through that. And as I've talked about this week and last week, making this Tai Chi warm-up into a form in and of itself, okay? So think of the Tai Chi warm-ups as yet another form, okay? All right, so from the Wuji position, we begin with chin tuck. Looking side to side, second neck exercise. Exhale, relax the hands down. Forward shoulder circles. And now reverse that. Gathering chi, reaching for infinity. Touching heaven and earth, expanding the spine. Inhale back to center. Exhale, relax the hands down. Carrying the ball side to side, not moving the hips. Back to center. Relax the hands down. Hip exercises side to side. Make sure there's a chair next to you if you need it. Exhale, relax the hands down. Forward and backward hip exercise. Other side. Heel kick. bow stance. Ankles, heel, toe. Second ankle exercise, little toe, big toe. And back to center. Relax for 1 minute. Take a couple of deep breaths. Beautiful. All right. There's our warm-up exercises. How's everybody doing? I heard a cheer. I heard a cheer. By the way, if Judy is listening out there, thank you, Judy. We appreciate your support. And Sophia also says to send you a thank you. Very kind of you to include her in on your payment. So now I get to take your allowance. No, I don't do that. That was very nice of you to do that, Judy. So thank you very much. And thank you for your encouraging words. I appreciate that also. I look forward to seeing all my students again real soon. Hopefully we can get through this, all stay healthy, and get back to doing Tai Chi together as a community. I'm looking forward to that. Speaking of which, World Tai Chi Day was supposed to be this Saturday. Obviously, that's been canceled. Actually, it hasn't been canceled. It's been moved forward. Right now, they're looking at May 30th nationally to do World Tai Chi Day on May 30th. I'm looking into doing that also. Originally, there was a conflict between my daughter's graduation and May 30th date. However, now her graduation has been pushed forward. So I'm looking right now into May 30th. I'll write a blog and try and keep everyone updated. It's going to be kind of a fluid type of thing though, all right? And I hope, as in fluid, I don't mean rain. Okay, let's do this. Excuse me. Got a cough again. Sorry, I couldn't get to the mute switch fast enough for that one. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to work on forms today. So let's do our first form. Let's go through. Sophia's going to cue up some music for me for Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 1 and Part 2. And we're going to go through both of those together. I talked a lot about the principles this past week. I gave you some other ways to look at some of the principles. So you pick out whichever principle you want to work on and go ahead and go through Part 1 and Part 2 and work on that principle. Now, again, if you're just tuning in, I have more detailed instructions of Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 1 and Part 2 in Week 1 and Week 2 and I've gone into more depth, especially on Wednesdays. I've been going into Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 2. We're trying to do forms for this, so let's put those two forms together. Let's have some fun with it. Work on whichever principle you feel that you need to work on, whether it's the moving through resistance or going slowly, or your posture, songing the joints, whatever works for you. Okay? So, Tai Chi for Arthritis, Part 1 and Part 2 with music, and we'll see how the timing is on this one, all right? I'll set the timing. Hopefully I'll do it right. Take a couple of deep breaths in preparation. And commencement. Take a couple of deep breaths and relax. All right, how was that? We actually ran a little long, but that's okay. If you're going to run, if you're going to be off on timing, it's better to be off going slow. Apparently, I have to work on my timing a little bit, but hey, that's okay. Slower is better. As I say, it's like barbecuing ribs, right? Okay, so that was Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 1 and Part 2. We've also been working on, for several weeks, Tai Chi for rehabilitation. I had somebody ask me earlier this week, Rebecca, as a matter of fact. Hopefully you're watching, Rebecca. The movement list for Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 2 and Tai Chi for rehabilitation is not on my website yet. I'm going to work on that. I also want to get the movement list for Shibashi on my website, but all things in good time. All things in good time. So last week we did Tai Chi for rehabilitation, and we did it to Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 1 music, and the timing was perfect. I mean, it was awesome. So we're going to try and do that again. So Sophia's going to cue up Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 1, and the timing for Tai Chi for rehabilitation is right about the same as Tai Chi for Arthritis Part 1, which, by the way, that piece of music is up on my website under the document and training library. So you can pick that and choose that if you want to practice at home. Or just call up this video. Or last week's video was boom, as Austin would say, it was spot on. We are going to go ahead and do Tai Chi for rehabilitation. I'm going to turn around, my back facing you. We're going to do follow on, and we're going to have lots of fun doing this, okay? A lot of times I do this in class. There's another piece of music by the Harlem Boys Choir called Let There Be Peace on Earth. But I think the copyright might pop on that since we're on YouTube. We're not doing it to that piece of music, but this is a good way to time yourself in Tai Chi for rehabilitation. Okay? I think everybody knows these moves pretty well, so I'm not going to say the moves. We're going to do just like we did with 1 and 2. We're just going to flow through the moves. Work on whatever principle you are presently working on. Think about that principle as you do this. Okay?
Someone said, wonderful going, Judy Plank said, wonderful going over these principles this week, so valuable, we'll review these often.
Oh, thank you, Judy. Judy said it was wonderful going over the principles this week. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I'm hoping it has helped you with your Tai Chi. And like you said, you can go back and review them and get even deeper into the principles and get even deeper into your Tai Chi. Thanks, Judy, for that compliment. I appreciate it. I'm glad to know that it's helping and touching you. All right. Tai Chi for rehabilitation. Take a couple of breaths. Preparation. You're welcome, Cindy.
Rebecca said, thank you.
Pardon me?
Rebecca said, thank you.
Oh. And commencement. And Sophia said, spot on. All right. I don't know if that was spot on. I may have waved hands like clouds 4 times instead of 3 times. I was enjoying it so much I forgot to count. But hey, that's okay. That's just part of the fun of Tai Chi. All right. So I hope that felt good for you. I hope you enjoyed doing that. So let's do this. We have about 15 minutes left. So, what do you think, Sophia? Should we run through Shibashi? We're not doing a nap, Sophia. Shibashi or try something new? Huh? You can hear her say nap time? Sophia's cracking herself up. Let's do Shibashi. Let's do Shibashi. We'll do rounds of 3 with this, all right? So, if you haven't done Shibashi before, join in the fun. I've been detailing Shibashi on Tuesdays for the past several weeks. I went in depth and then touched on a few things. So, in the spirit of today, let's just run through Shibashi. I'm not going to do any. Since I don't know exactly who's out there and who's done Shibashi and who hasn't, I'm just going to tell you the move, but I'm not going to go into a lot of cueing or a lot of detail on each move. Okay? So, I will tell you to stay in your comfort zone and do whatever is safe and comfortable for you. If I'm moving into a low squat and you can just sink a little bit, if that's what your body tells you need to do, then that's what you need to do. Okay? All right. So Sophia's just going to play some general background music here, and we're going to do some Shibashi. We're going to do rounds of 3. I'll be able to count to 3 today, Sophia, I think. I don't know. I may not have on the last one, but we'll play along anyway. So, Shibashi, commence. Giving a big hug. Dancing with rainbows. I'm mirroring you as I do this. Circling arms. Repulsing the monkey. Rowing the boat. Turn and hold the ball. Turn and gaze at the moon. Try to not turn the hips, just the upper body. Turn and push palms. Cloud hands, yang style. Scoop from the sea, look to the sky, to the left. Playing with waves. Dove spreads its wings. Scoop from the sea, look to the sky, to the right. Playing with waves. Dove spreads its wings. Punching. Wild goose flies. Circling the body, going nice and slow. Pause at the bottom, feel the stretch. Not moving the hips, rotating the upper body around the lower body. And skipping. And finally, calming chi. And with a nod to Master Chen, ladies, right hand on the dantian, cover with the left. Gentlemen, left hand on the dantian, cover with the right. 3 clockwise circles on the dantian. Feel the warmth in the hands. 3 counterclockwise circles on the dantian. Rub the hands together. Feel the heat in the hands. Rub the hands over the top of the head, down the back, forward on the neck, and then get rid of the bad chi. The Chinese believe that perspiration, or women don't perspire, they do, D-E-W, is the bad chi rising to the surface. All right, let's do our regular cool down exercises, lightly punch, slap the legs. We got through a lot of forms today. Got to read about extended principles. Got to do several forms today. What a great workout. Tighten up all the muscles in the body, arms, legs, face, and relax. Again, tighten up those muscles and relax. And then one more time, tighten up all the muscles and relax. And finally, gather chi. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, and one more time. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Okay, so tomorrow with my friends at the APDA, you can check me out on their channel, APDA Exercise Channel. If you go to the APDA is American Parkinson's Disease Association. You can go to their St. Louis website and that'll get you to the exercise channel. Or in one of my blogs, I put a direct link to that channel. I will be doing, what will I be doing? I'll be doing a blended class from 10 o'clock to 11 and 11:15 to 12:15, more of a normal, as much as normal as I can be, a normal Tai Chi class on from 11:15 to 12:15. So that'll be happening tomorrow. Okay, I will be back on Monday. Tai Chi for everyone from 10 o'clock to 11. Have a great weekend. Do some Tai Chi on Saturday in honor of the World Tai Chi Day. They got moved, but we will get together and we will celebrate that World Tai Chi Day at some point here in St. Louis when we are given the all clear. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you to Sophia for doing a great job of producing. Thank you to everybody out there who's joining it. I really do appreciate it. I love all the great comments. For those of you that have sent me payments, thank you very much for doing that. And we will see everybody next week. Thank you.